So these police officers are pulling me over. I'm pulling into some private property right now.
Hello.
How you doing, officer?
Bowman's Colorado Springs Police. The reason I'm stopping you is for the plate. It's not a real plate. Do you have driver license, registration, insurance on you? Also
Okay.
notice that you're not wearing your seatbelt as well today.
Okay, I just want to mention, I'm currently not in commerce right now. I'm traveling privately, sir.
I need your driver license, registration, and your insurance. We're not having a discussion about that topic.
Okay, now I want to let you know, I'm not required to have driver's license permits
asking you
or any plates. Yes, I understand that you're asking me.
No. At this point, we're not asking. I'm demanding it of you.
Oh, you're demanding?
Yes, sir.
So you're infringing against my rights to be able to defend and protect myself. I'm not obligated to provide any information. If I have caused any loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things, sir.
Listen, I don't care what you read online. Okay?
Sir, this is not what I read online. If the Supreme,
I need your driver license, your registration, and your insurance.
I want to be sincere and honest to you as a man, okay? Besides you having this vest on as a police officer, I want to be real with you, sir. Okay, do you feel like you're doing the right thing, going against God's law, infringing with people's rights? If they're not doing anything?
Not upon any of your rights. You
yes.
have a right to drive, sir. You have
no.
no.
I'm not driving, sir.
You are free to get on your boots.
I'm traveling, sir.
However, when you drive a motor vehicle and you're driving a 2,000-pound vehicle, you are required by the state to have a driver license.
Do you know why you're required? Do you know why you're required, sir?
We're not going down that route.
No.
If you're refusing
officer,
to provide me
please.
your information, we are going to start working this another angle.
Officer, I want to have a calm and cordial conversation with you. I know you're here to make money off of people with your tickets and you following your process, procedure, your codes, and your statutes. I'm not refusing anything.
You are, because I've asked about
I'm not.
5 times so far.
Okay, officer.
Okay.
I'm trying to be calm and cordial and straight with you.
Let's start with supervisor.
Yes, can you bring a supervisor, please? Okay,
That's not going to prevent me from doing what I need to do.
Of course. Yeah, I understand.
You're refusing to give me your information.
Officer, I want to have a conversation. I'm not planning on leaving, so y'all don't.
That's fine.
And then
here, you're free to record.
Yes.
There's not a problem with that. That's not bothering me. The window's not bothering me. I know the games that you're playing.
All right.
I do need your driver license. This is a simply yes or no question. Are you going to provide me with a driver license today?
I just want to ask you.
No.
Why do I have to provide a driver's license?
Are you going to provide
if my car's not registered?
Well, it has to be registered.
No,
so you just admitted it's an unregistered vehicle.
I don't have to register it, sir. Understand? Oh my goodness. I bought my property privately, so you could go ahead and run it. It's not stolen. So if it's not stolen, you have no reason to infringe on my.
Any paperwork?
I have my paperwork, but I'm not required to demonstrate it or show you anything because I'm not breaking any common law. Okay? You're telling me, sir. You're telling me. Sir, please let me talk to you. Why are you acting ignorant, my man?
I'm not, my man. You guys have
won
this in court ever.
Bro, oh my
you
goodness.
No Supreme Court case that has ever said you don't need a driver license. You can't.
Yes, there is.
Supreme Court case that you.
Yes, if you're driving privately, if you have your property under.
You're on a public roadway that is paid for.
Oh my goodness. No, right now I'm on private property.
No, you are not.
So now.
To their front lawn, sir.
Yeah, I'm on their property now. This is called the curtilage right here. This is the property of the house.
The words you're using. Curtilage is private property. That curtilage would be his driveway. It would be his.
And it's really close to his park.
No, sir.
Yes.
This is a public roadway. Shelton was a public roadway that I caught you on.
Okay.
Correct? Or are you gonna at least agree Shelton is a public road? Or are we gonna call that private too?
Officer.
Do you have any paperwork for the vehicle?
Officer, I'm not required to show any paperwork if I have not broken any laws. I haven't caused any loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things. You're disturbing the peace. You are so-called peacekeepers, but you're disturbing the peace. You're not upholding what you uphold to the Constitution. You're not doing what's right. Y'all know this is not right. You're looking at me and you.
What's not right, sir, is you thinking that you do not fall under any of the rules in this state.
No.
Right is the fact that I'm going to assume you don't have insurance because you're refusing to provide any. If you're telling me that this is private property and you don't have to follow the rules, you're probably an uninsured.
No,
driver.
no, I do follow rules. I'm not an endangerment. Did I crash somebody?
You're not going to even give it to me?
Sir, did I crash into somebody? Was I...
Insurance? Do you have insurance?
Oh my God. Officer.
Do you have insurance?
Officer.
I know I'm asking a question. Do you have insurance?
Officer.
You don't want to answer.
I'm not obligated to answer that question.
You don't want to answer.
I'm not obligated to answer that question, officer. You see, you have such a nasty zing to you. It's because you have all that power and all that authority because you're a police officer. You just want to take advantage of the people. I can't see how y'all can... It's crazy how y'all think y'all are doing the right thing. Statutes, policy, and code is against God's law. Okay? That's man's law. Statute, policy, code is man's law. I don't follow man's law. I abide by God. God is the one and the most powerful. God will bring judgment. Okay? If as long as I didn't create any loss, injury, harm to people, places, and things, I wasn't infringing on nobody's rights. Okay? I wasn't disturbing the peace. I wasn't swerving lanes. I wasn't doing nothing. The only problem you came to talk about was my plates.
I was not the only one I mentioned.
Now, if you didn't notice, I've traveled all around the state, all around quote unquote Colorado, the land of Colorado Springs, and I have had no problem with law enforcement except you, because y'all think y'all want to go ahead and ride on your high horse because y'all see something is quote unquote wrong. Y'all think I'm doing something bad, breaking the law, but this isn't law. This is statute, code, and policy. Okay, y'all are enforcing a man's laws, which is not really laws. Yes, you follow another man's orders. You don't follow God's orders. You don't do what's right. You do what you're told.
You follow the 10 Commandments?
Yes.
The only rules you follow?
No, I follow the laws of Ma'at. You know what laws of Ma'at?
So you're making your own...
No. It goes back to Egyptian mythology. It beyond God.
Look, sir, we're in America, not in Egypt.
Okay, all right. Well, I also follow the 10 Commandments as well. Do not lie. Do not steal. I know all this. Right. As long as I don't infringe on no one's rights, yes. Wasn't creating no...
For your spiritual health, sir. However, you are required to follow the laws.
No, it's not law. It's statute, policy, and code. And if I'm not in your jurisdiction, you can't do nothing with me.
But once we are done with it, court is where we do this.
Yes, obviously court is where
so
this is handled.
Are you refusing to provide your insurance, registration, and your driver license?
Officer, I'm not going to provide you with information that can and will be used against me in the court of law.
Are you refusing? Thank you. Are you refusing?
I'm not willing to provide information that you're going to use against me in the court of law.
That's not how it works, sir.
That is how it works.
Is what you have.
I stand on my truth.
Okay.
I'm going to remain silent and not answer any of your questions if you're going to use that against me in the court of law.
To provide those 3 items, though. Okay? You don't have to provide an explanation for anything else. You're right. You do have a right to remain silent on certain topics. However, you are required to provide your license, registration, and your proof of insurance, as those are statutorily required.
Statutory required.
Yes.
If I'm a taxi driver, bus driver, Uber driver,
nope.
Yes. Everyone else is following the policy because they're scared of you taking them to the box. I'm not scared. Okay, I'm gonna stand up for my rights, and I'm gonna leave it to God. But the thing is, you know you're not doing the right thing. If I'm being here trying to be cordial with you, and you're not listening.
You're not being cordial, sir. You're
yes.
being argumentative.
No, I'm not argumentative. Okay, I'm not trying to be belligerent. I'm just trying to be no.
You're refusing to provide any of that.
No, just because I choose not to provide something that you're gonna use against me. How does that even make sense? You're gonna use that against me. If I don't say nothing, I'm quiet, I'm more likely to win the case.
Do you want to step out of the vehicle then?
No, I don't, because y'all gonna harm me and you're gonna take my property.
No, I'm not gonna harm you. How am I gonna harm you?
No, you're gonna harm me. I'm scared and I'm threatened because I have men around me with guns trying to violate my rights.
To provide your information that you're required to provide. Do you see how you're not being cooperative in that sense? Okay? You may think that you don't have to follow the laws. All right?
It's not laws, it's statute, policy, and code, officer.
That is your belief. This has been codified in the courts 100 times over. All right?
Now, which courts are we talking about? Article 1 or Article 3? Article 1 or Article 3, sir?
Maybe it hasn't gone through your weird God code.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Because we're talking about the Supreme Court here. Yes. Yeah, you're talking about the jurisdiction of the article.
The court has upheld this as well, sir.
It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy how delusional and how lost our people come to.
It's crazy that you're telling me I'm delusional as you're the one driving.
No, I'm just saying a lot of us, a lot of the Americans has lost the way of how living in American is standing up for your rights, and that's privacy. You think I'm gonna want to put my plates and my showing you who and what I am and give you all my information? No. Yes. I'm not required unless I've actually created loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things. Am I in the process of a criminal activity? Have you seen me in the process of doing any criminal activity? No jurisdiction. You don't have no jurisdiction over me. I have not created any loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things. You have no reason to do anything to me, and I have no reason to give you any kind of information that you will use against me, because that's how you work. You use everything and anything I say against me in the courts. Why do you think I want to give you anything? Think about it. Let's be honest. Why would I want to give you something and then you fine me and I'm forced to pay it?
It doesn't matter whether you want to give it to me or not. You are required.
No, I don't care. You're saying I'm required, sir?
Yes.
By who?
By the state law.
Okay, who's the state law?
When you're stopped for a traffic offense, you're required to you don't have to speak with me. You are required to identify yourself for your driver license, provide proof of registration for the vehicle, and your proof of insurance for the vehicle. Those are the 3 items that you are required to comply with. Okay? You're in violation of all 3 of those at the moment.
Okay, I'm required if I'm in your jurisdiction.
Sir,
I'm not in your jurisdiction.
Okay, whose jurisdiction are we in then?
Okay, we're in common law jurisdiction.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm traveling private. I'm
traveling.
traveling.
Common law. Where do I go for that?
Okay.
Who do I talk to?
Well,
who's the magistrate? Who's the judge?
Well, I'm gonna have to obviously take it from the Article 1 court to the Article 3 court.
Where are they located?
Okay.
Where are they located? Where's the article court?
It's called doing research, sir. You act like I'm the most intelligent person. I'm literally shaking off of my voice because I'm trembling in fear. It's not fictitious. The state is fictitious, sir. The quote unquote state is fictitious. All of that is corporate deeds. All of that is in the dead world. Okay, a corporation. You're following a corporation, aka a private municipal. You're following what people tell you. Oh my goodness, bro. And you see, I'm trembling over the words I'm saying. I'm traveling. Okay, I'm more willing to do that. Okay, but the thing is, I just don't want no problems with nobody. I did not create. Listen, I didn't create any loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things. When I was traveling on the road, I was not swerving. I was traveling perfectly fine. Okay, the only reason they came and bothered me is because my plates is private. What does that let you know? Private. Leave me alone, sir. It means leave me alone. It means do not tread on me, sir. Huh?
You can drive on your front lawn and on your private property as much as you please. However, you are on a public roadway at this point.
So have you, I honestly want to ask you a real question. Have you not encountered other people with private plates? Because there's many other people around here.
Oh, yes. They get their plates confiscated and they go to court. That's exactly what happens to them. That is the exact turnout. That just happened to one of your buddies that has this exact type of license.
Okay, no, you're saying you're one of your buddies, like I'm with them.
I mean one of your fellow believers.
Now you're saying one of fellow believers, like just because they're doing and standing on their rights, that I'm gonna agree with everything they're saying too. That's not correct.
I didn't. Come on, you know how you're twisting the words there. Somebody who believes that they can have a private license plate.
Okay, believe.
Yes.
Okay, so you think I'm delusional. So officers, so you're saying you think I'm delusional because I want to stand up for my rights and have privacy.
I never said you were delusional. I said you can believe what you want.
Yeah, believe so means in your imagination, which means it's not correct, or foundation, which means delusional, right or wrong.
Well, I guess you've never
so you're saying I'm lost. So you're saying I'm lost. So you're saying I'm wrong and I'm lost and I'm confused, basically, which adds up to, and no, it adds up to that. So you're saying everything you're doing, so you think, for instance, here's one of the statutes, policies, and codes you're enforcing the people. You think, is it really up to you, or is it up to God when someone decides if they can harvest rainwater on their private property, on their property? but you're gonna enforce it because you were told to do that. That's not right. That's not God's plan.
Never enforce rainwater.
That's
I don't know where you're coming
okay.
from.
Well, there's a statute. No. There's a statute. No. There's a statute that says you cannot harvest rainwater on your house. Okay. Now, who the hell wrote up that statute? You're following it though. You don't ask questions.
I have a right to go to the river and dam it up and just say this is all my water?
No. I'm not saying you could go and claim it.
I mean, we may as well just play that.
No.
Go down the rabbit hole.
No.
You're free to do whatever you please. I'm free to do whatever.
No. I'm not free to do whatever I please. No. That's why I said, did I create any loss? Did I create any injury or harm to people, places, things, or property? If I did, if I accidentally crashed into somebody, okay, if I was a threat to the public roadways, if I was swerving, I would understand you would stop me. Officers, I know y'all need to go make more money off of other people, okay? But I'm not gonna give you the time of day because I'm gonna actually stand on what's right. I'm in fear, but I'm gonna go with my faith over fear. I'm gonna stand on courage.
Nobody has threatened you. I
haven't
threatened you at this
It doesn't matter. It's just still the way you carry yourself, both of y'all. Like, y'all are the shit. And that you can do whatever the fuck you want and follow
Absolutely not
and
at all.
enforce the procedures when majority of them are literally, they have no foundation.
They do, sir.
This is so sad. This is what America has come to. Communistic. You gotta follow and do what the police say, cause if not, you gotta be scared of your life. Cause if you don't do what the law enforcement, a quote unquote law enforcement is what I should say. Oh, you're supposed to be the peacekeepers, but you're not keeping the peace. You're not keeping.
Job, sir.
You're not. What'd you say?
That's not our entire job. There's other aspects of it as well.
Okay, yeah, the other aspects is to engage and leech off of people and suck all their money up dry for not following correctly a rule, not a law. God never said that you can go over 50 miles per hour and you should go to jail. That was a man that wrote that.
Correct, sir.
And you decided to enforce it without questioning it.
Laws and rules.
Yeah, so they're not laws then. Get it correct. They're not laws. They're statute, policy, and code. What's real law? Do not lie, do not steal, do not kill. If you do, there will be consequences. Do not damage other people's property. I haven't done any of that. I haven't created any loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things, or their property. There's no reason I should be getting messed with. And the only reason why I'm talking fast and at this manner is because I want to demonstrate to y'all that yes, I'm scared because I got a couple men right here. How's it going? How you doing, officer? How you doing?
No record on it. Okay. I'm Sergeant Compton.
Nice to meet you, Sergeant Compton.
Nice to meet you, and you are?
I'm a nobody. Just refer to me as nobody.
Nobody?
Yes.
Okay. Nobody, what's going on today?
Okay, so I was traveling as I always do. I have never had a problem here on the land of Colorado Springs for at least a year until these law enforcement decided to get behind me and stop me. I didn't create any loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things, or any property. So I have no reason to be messed with. My property.
A loss in that you have not registered your vehicle.
Okay.
To be able to drive, to pay for your right to travel on the streets.
Okay, now,
so you are
when you say, so when you have to pay to get a license, we have to pay to get tags and stickers, you're submitting to their jurisdiction and you're giving away your rights for benefits and privileges. I'm not doing that.
You're paying for those benefits and privileges.
Yes, and I don't want benefits and privileges. I want my rights.
But you are using those benefits and privileges in driving on the roadways.
Okay, the benefits or privileges are mainly for people who create money on the roadways, as in bus driver, taxi driver, truck driver, trailer driver. I'm not any of those things. I do not create my money on the roadways, which means I'm not required to have license, registration, or any of this stuff that pulls me into your jurisdiction.
Colorado says that you are required to have those things.
The state of Colorado.
If you drive on the roadways owned by the state of Colorado, you are required to have a driver's license, to have a registration, and to have proof insurance.
Okay.
If you do not have those things, then you give up those rights and privileges to drive on these roadways.
Okay, so let me clarify again. When I go and sign the contract for my license and sign the contract for the tags of the property, I'm signing away the property and my rights away to the state. Now I'm giving them jurisdiction, yes. So now I'm getting jurisdiction for these men over here to come and tell me and charge me for whatever the heck they want, and I have to follow it because I gave y'all jurisdiction. You don't have jurisdiction over me. I am on my private property, going to my private location.
This is not your private property.
Okay, I stopped on private property because I know right here I'm protected compared to over there.
You are not on private property. You are on public property. So,
I just want to ask, are y'all gonna make it so much of a problem? Y'all gonna like tear me out of my property? Are y'all gonna steal my property? Are y'all gonna throw me in the box? Are y'all gonna destroy my day and ruin my life just for me wanting to exercise my rights and travel freely? Are y'all gonna really do that? I'm being honest and sincere. Are you gonna do that?
Tickets.
I mean,
What we know right now, we have traffic.
Yep, I got two
So
traffic charges.
for right now, all we have is traffic charges, which means you're going to get a ticket. That's it. I'm not going to throw you in a box for anything like that. For anything that's going on so far, we're not going to throw you anywhere. We're not going to take you anywhere. We're going to cite you. And then you'll have the options given to you by the state of Colorado. And they will explain those. You can either pay the fine or you can go to court and argue.
And that's the thing.
Privileges and rights given to you by the state of
Okay,
Colorado.
now I appreciate you. You're more calming. You're more you have a more honest look to you compared to these men. I'm trying to tell them that, as you say, rights is completely different to privileges. Rights is not given by nobody. It's unalienable, God-given rights. You cannot say the founders of this nation wrote down the Constitution.
I'm not worried about the founders of the nation.
Okay, well, the people who
The
stood
state
up
of
to
Colorado owns this property, and it is a privilege given by them for you to drive on them. But given that privilege, there are requirements.
Okay, now that I'd agree
Those
with you.
Requirements for us.
Now
Driver's license, registration, proof, insurance.
Now I'd agree with you as far as when you say in Colorado, the state of Colorado, I live on the land of Colorado. Okay, I'm not in the jurisdiction. I understand this is a confusing word salad, word toss game, but I'm trying to articulate myself to the best of my abilities so y'all can fully grasp my understanding that as long as I'm not creating...
We understand what's going on, but you need to understand that we need those documents.
Oh, okay. And
for that privilege, we need those documents so we can finish this process.
now let me go ahead and let you know, you need the documents in order to write me up and sentence me to a charge. A charge is a lien. I don't want y'all to put a lien against my quote-unquote estate. I don't want
Those charges are not against you until you either pay that fine or go to court and a judge decides.
The charges are against me once I decide to willingly give you my information. That's why I'm not willing to give you my information. I'm not willing to hand you anything that you will use against me in the court of law. I know that it's going to come back to bite me if I end up deciding to willingly or just still coerced because I'm in fear to give you my information. I don't want to. I don't want to cause a problem. I'm not here trying to make a problem out of y'all. I don't want to waste your day, but I don't want y'all to waste my day either.
Don't give us that information. And we need that information. We're going to end it there. We need that information. Okay? We need those documents. Like I said, that is for the privilege of driving on property owned by the state of Colorado.
Okay, now
I need those.
Now I understand you said privilege. Officer, I'm trying to let you know this is not a privilege. To me, I know I have a right A right, which means you cannot take it away from me. The state cannot take it away from me. Nobody can take it away from me. No. Then we don't have rights, officer. Then we don't have rights. What is the point of rights then? Then we don't have rights.
Like every other right out there, whether it's driving or anything else, all those rights are in the Constitution. The Constitution of the state of Colorado says if you drive on public property, you are required to have those documents. That's in the Constitution.
Now, you're talking about if I decide to sign away my rights to benefits and privileges. I don't have...
By being here, the state of Colorado has said, by being here, you have given us...
by being on the land of Colorado, I've given the state of Colorado jurisdiction. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So just by me being born, I've lost my rights on Colorado.
You don't lose any rights.
Oh, you don't lose any rights? No. So do you not believe that we all have the right to life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, and to be able to travel freely without having quote unquote law enforcement or peacekeepers to disturb the peace and mess with people just by them going on their day? Do you truly believe that's real? Especially, officer, ask them. I was not swerving. I was not driving. I was not traveling first. I'm sorry.
You are not driving in a vehicle that's registered, that is required by the state of Colorado. That is what you are doing. The state of Colorado requires that. You're not doing it. That's why we're stopping you. It's just, none of this is going to matter. We need that documentation.
Okay, you need it in order to charge me and put a lien against me. I'm not going to willingly give you something that you will use against me in the court of law. I would rather keep my mouth shut, defend myself.
Beyond that issue of traffic.
Oh, okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. Are you gonna take me out of my property, toss me to the box, ruin my day, ruin my life, all because I just want to exercise my rights? Are y'all really going to do that? Just because I don't want to provide information that I know you're gonna use against me. Are y'all really going to destroy my day like that? Are y'all really going to destroy someone who's a living, breathing man that wants to build and...
If you give us that information, we're not going to destroy anything. We're going to give you a ticket, and that's it.
Okay, so if I'm coerced, if I do provide you the information, you will not take me out of my property and toss me in the box. That's what you're saying, right?
So long as there's nothing beyond
so what if I don't? Are you going to take me out of my property and take me into the box?
Let's not worry about that.
Officer, that's all I worry about. That's all I worry about.
Okay.
As long as I'm not creating
information, and we have everything that we need. Driver's license, registration, insurance card. There's nothing beyond this. No, we're not going to. They're going to give you a ticket and you're going to go.
Okay, officer, I just want to explain it a little bit more.
You've explained it more than enough. We understand. It's not going to matter. We need that documentation.
Okay, you say you need, but I'm just letting you know I'm not everyone else. I'm not required to have a license, registration, or insurance on my private property. So
the state of Colorado requires it.
Okay, they require it for people who gave up the rights for benefits and privileges. I didn't give up my rights, sir. So I don't need a license, let alone if I have one, I don't want to give it to you because I know you're going to use it against me. Okay.
You need one because the state of Colorado requires it. Give us one or it's going to go beyond traffic.
Okay.
We don't want to go beyond traffic.
It's going to go beyond traffic. What does that mean, officer? Please clarify. Clarify. What does that mean to me? Are you going to take me out the car? Are you going to throw me in jail? Are you going to take and steal my property? What does that mean? Please clarify.
You are going to be removed from the car.
Oh, so, okay, so now at the end of the day, you lied. You said you were not going to.
If you don't give us that documentation, if you don't give us that, you are going to be removed from the car.
Okay, so the truth came out.
You won't give us the documentation that is required by the state of Colorado. Not by me, by the state of Colorado. That documentation is required by the state. If you don't give us that documentation, then yes, you are going to be removed from the car.
Okay, so I just want to, okay, so I get what you're saying. So let me just clarify. Let me make sure I clarify. So me standing up for my rights means you're going to take me out of my car, impound my property, take me to jail. Okay, so then what?
You're going to be removed from the car.
Okay, so then if I get removed from the car, what happens next?
I don't know. It depends on when we...
Officer's putting on the gloves. I just want to let you know, if you are going to come to that, I will be forcibly get out. But I'm trying to let y'all know it's not willing, because y'all are forcing me to give up my rights. You are forcing me. You're the ones.
That's an argument.
Y'all are the man. Y'all are the man. Y'all are bigger than me. Y'all are stronger than me. Okay, y'all know that y'all can handle me. Y'all have nothing to worry about me. Okay, I'm just a regular man just trying to do his thing, and you're gonna destroy my life today just because I'm just trying to infringe.
And we're just regular law enforcement that's trying to enforce the laws of the state of Colorado.
Okay, now do you truly believe they're laws or their statutes, policies, and codes?
Give us that. Are you going to give us the information?
Okay, no, I just want to make sure, because you didn't answer me. If you take me out of my property, what goes from there?
I don't know.
What goes from there, officer? Because he's ready. He's ready. He has his gloves.
Okay, I have gloves too.
Okay, so when you take me out, what happens from there? I don't know. Are you gonna take me to jail?
Once we find out who you are, that's going to decide. If we find out that everything's okay with you and there's nothing beyond traffic, you're gonna get a ticket and we're gonna leave.
Okay, so at the end of the day, all I need to provide you is my strawman name then.
Insurance card.
Okay, I'm not willing to provide any of that except my strawman name so you can see my background. How about that? Because you're making me have to do this. I don't want to. You're making me.
I got a quick clarifying question. By strawman name, do you mean some type of an identification card that was issued by a type of government agency, whether you believe in that agency or not? Is that what you were referring to?
Yes, as I'm referring to as the Social Security.
In common vernacular terms, we would describe it as a driver license. I know you may not like the term, but is that what you were talking about with the strawman name? Or a different document?
Well, it's yes, a different document, okay, but it's the same name.
Okay.
It's the same name.
What is the other documents? Can we see that?
Okay, well, I don't really want to show you any documents, but would it be horrible if I can just provide you with the name then?
No.
No?
You have to see something with a picture, something that's been issued by the state of Colorado or another state here in the U.S.
So you need to see the card.
I need to see a card.
If you can tell me what your name is, straw name, regular name, don't care. It could be a carrot name, whatever the name is, and you can tell me what state has verified that identity, I'm good with that. I can work with that. But you need to tell me what state I can pull a driver license photo from.
All right, y'all. So I'm being coerced to do this. He's ready to take me out of the vehicle, so I'm gonna do this because I don't want this to escalate. Oh yeah, I'm going for my wallet. Okay, I'm sorry. No, yeah, keep in mind this ID is expired. Okay, so I'm only willing to show him this contract that I no longer am currently in because I am standing up for my rights. So let me go ahead and find it right here. Where's my ID? It's right here. Okay, I got it right here. Hold on, officers. So right here is the quote-unquote ID. So I'm not willing to give them anything else except this, just so they can quote-unquote, I'm just gonna give you this just so you can check my background, because that's what y'all care about so much, to make sure I have no criminal history or anything like that, right? Can I just show it to you like this? Because I don't want to hand you the card.
You can hold it up against the window. Hold on a second then. Just cleaning your window because it's very dirty. Hold it up over here for a second.
So it doesn't...
You have window tint and I can't see it. Thank you. And you refuse to provide the other information, correct?
I'm not required to, officer.
Okay, again, we're not playing the wordsmith game. Are you refusing to give it to me? It's a yes or no on that one. This is your last opportunity. You can provide me with some type of registration and insurance, or you cannot. It depends on what you decide to do.
Okay.
If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm
Yeah,
just
I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want
There's
to.
just going to be added charges on it, okay?
Officer, I want to ask you, have you dealt with any other people that tried to stand up for their rights like this before? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure you've came across people who can articulate themselves and have more of a greater understanding than me. Correct?
Well, they are articulate, but in the end, it doesn't matter. Your argument, like I say, the state of Colorado owns this property. And by driving in the state of Colorado, by living in the state of Colorado, the state of Colorado says that you have given up
your rights for benefits and privileges.
Well, unless you provide these things, these items. You can drive on these roads if you have driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. That's what the state of Colorado has decided. The Constitution of Colorado, the state of Colorado, has decided. That's what we enforce. Okay? We didn't decide this. And so long as you're on these streets, this is owned by the state of Colorado.
Okay, so...
Okay? That property there is not. Now, there are some laws that even if you own that property, that we can't walk on without a reason, a law enforcement reason. There are still some rules that the state of Colorado has decided upon for you to own that property. Once you own that property, you still have to follow those same rules, those same laws that are dictated by the state of Colorado. Just like driving on the roadway,
so
once you drive there, you are required to follow those laws.
So yeah, so you confirmed to me basically, officer, that nobody nowadays, since everyone uses the social security number and they all use their all caps strawman name and identify as it, you're telling me everyone has and everyone follows statute, code, and procedure against law, because real law.
It's the law. It is the law.
Yeah, and you're saying it is the law, but officer, there is, and I was trying to talk to him and he didn't understand me. There's a quote-unquote statute or a code saying a living man on his property cannot harvest rainwater. Now, did you really think when it was up to God that created us, that God wanted other men telling other men that they cannot harvest rainwater?
Okay. I don't
It's
know.
the same thing. No, this applies to the quote-unquote roadways, because of God's unalienable right is the ability of life, liberty, and pursue happiness. A man to be willing, able to travel, go wherever he's, as long as he's not creating any loss, injury, or harm.
Happiness does not require you to drive. You can walk and pursue that happiness.
Okay, so now what if I had a horse? What if I had a horse and I decided to walk my horse on the road?
There are requirements.
Now there's requirements, which means I have to
Just like
get a license to ride a horse.
No, you just can't walk or ride a horse on the roadway.
So you can't? So you honest? So
That's what I'm trying to.
We don't run into that.
I don't know. I've never run into anybody riding a horse down the road.
Wait, so you're letting me know that what was founded upon, which is America, us being able to have privacy and stand up for our rights back then. So now, not a single man cannot ride on their horse to where they're trying to go.
I don't know. That's what we don't know, if it's legal to ride a horse down the roadway. I've never dealt, in 25 years being a cop, I've never dealt with that. Not once.
Now that's very understanding, because now there's a lot of people that don't know their rights. So it's very, very, normal to say that you're not open to those, or you haven't had those kind of experiences, because majority of everyone, they fall in and they give up and they usurp their rights for benefits and privileges. Okay, there's very few of us that are willing to go out of the fear that we have into a courage state of faith and be able to do what's right no matter what and surrender the rest. I'm willing to get locked up in the box. I'm willing for you to take, I'm willing if it causes me to stand on my rights. But I'm trying to demonstrate to y'all that I'm not going to be like anyone else that's just going to follow what you say just because you're a big man and you have a gun and they're afraid of it and we're afraid of you. Majority of everyone.
Asking you to follow these rules is because they're in the Constitution of the state of Colorado. You say you want to follow the Constitution. I'm asking you to follow the Constitution. Not because I'm larger, I have a gun, I have whatever. I'm asking you to follow the Constitution because you're in the state of Colorado and the state of Colorado requires it. Not me, the state does. Okay?
Well, I'm
requiring what the state requires.
Well, I'm just letting you know. Here's an example. If a man had his property away from the city, he had it under trust, foreign trust. He had his property as well as this under foreign trust, and he decided to come over here into the city and his rights were infringed upon, regardless if he decides to take it to court or not. At the end of the day, the police officers were in the wrong. While they thought they were doing what was right, which is following statute, policy, and code, it went against what was real, which is lawful, which is actual, quote unquote, a foundation, principles we all know. If you don't create any loss, injury, or harm, or people, places, or things, or property, I have no reason to be infringed on, as long as I'm not infringing in other people's rights or their property or messing with them.
Or harm every person. The reason why we require registration and driver's licenses and stuff like that for you to drive on this roadway or any roadway in the state of Colorado, every car that drives on this creates harm to the roadway. It's got to be paid for somehow.
Okay, and that's paid by our tax already.
And your registration and insurance.
Not the registration, it's the tax alone.
All of that
from
money, taxes and those registration fees or taxes, whatever you want to call it, pays for this.
And then when a human being when a human being gave up their rights for privileges and gave in to your jurisdiction, they have to follow everything and anything you say, because as you are,
that the state of Colorado says,
and you're going ahead and applying it and enforcing it.
That's our job.
That I understand. So it's a mix.
Okay, time out. I just got a quick question. Do you want to provide a phone number for the courts as a contact? I'm pretty sure I know what the answer is going to be, but is that one? Okay. No. Just checking. I had to offer it to you.
No, so as long as he asks, you know, like, well, I'm not out here trying to be an asshole to y'all. I just
and you're not.
You know,
trying to explain our side and not my side as Sergeant Compton. Not the side of the city of Colorado Springs or the Colorado Springs Police Department. This was decided by the state of Colorado. We are in the state of Colorado. We have to abide by those laws, those rules by the state, or issued by the state of Colorado in our Constitution. We have to abide by those. That's what we are doing.
Yeah,
none of this is personal.
Okay, and I understand it's all business. It's all business. The way y'all make your money and the way y'all get your percentages is by marking people up if they're doing something wrong. It's all business. Now, if you're telling me that if I don't want to engage in that business and I demonstrated that I'm not required to, then y'all have to
engage in that business, then you cannot drive on the state of Colorado.
No, that's where there's a divide of understanding.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Can I have your name and badge number 2, officer?
Officer Barnett, 5276. I'll give you my
5276. Okay, yes, please.
Okay, last thing, registration.
Yeah.
One of the charges is going to be not having a valid registration on your car. Okay? One of the ways that we prove that is the license plates that you have on your car are not valid.
Okay. Well, I don't understand the charges that y'all are bringing against me because I don't understand all the legalese and the words and the terms as far as it goes to the court.
I just want to tell you that as part of the evidence process for those charges, we're taking your license plates.
Oh, so you're gonna take the plates?
Yep.
So you're gonna
They're
confiscate
going
my
in as
property?
evidence. If, when you go to court, if you decide you're going to go to court, have to go to court. It's a required mandatory court date. When you go there, talk to the judge. If he says you get them back, you get them back. But until that time, they're going to go into evidence. Okay?
So because it's your vehicle, sir, we'll give you the opportunity if you would like to remove them. Otherwise, we're going to use a screwdriver and just take it off.
I would like to remove them.
That would require you to get out of the
Yeah, that would require me to get out the car, and I don't want to do that. So I'll let y'all go ahead and do what y'all need to do.
You want a bigger? I got a bigger screwdriver.
Here's my card.
Okay, appreciate that. Sir, and can I have your name and badge number too, please? Your business card, should I say?
Yeah, my information will be on the ticket, and I'll get you a card as well. Hold on one second, we'll get your card in a minute. Here's your screws back, the license plate. You got them?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Here goes my plates right there. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir. Send you a copy of the citation today. We have your information up the top, followed by the vehicle. Your court date is going to be November 9th, 8 a.m. at the County Courthouse, 270 South Tejon Street, downtown, corner of Tejon and Vermillo. A couple charges on here we'll go over, okay? So, fictitious license plate for displaying a not valid license plate. Operating an unregistered vehicle. Operating without insurance.
Okay, and I just want to clarify, making sure that I do not understand any of these charges being charged against me. I don't.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. So let me get through it. Driving without your seatbelt on. Obstructed, driver vision obstructed through required glass. All the cracks in your windshield, you create a certain level of glare, make it hard for you to see the traffic ahead of you and pedestrians that may be crossing the roadway. And drove vehicle without your valid driver's license because your license is not valid. Okay. Do you have any questions on the charges? Within reason, please.
The only thing is I don't understand any of the charges being against me.
Okay. Do you need me to re-explain anything?
I don't need you to explain anything. Okay. That's it.
Good. Thank you. So it's a mandatory court appearance, meaning that you do have to appear for your court date. If you fail to show up or you forget, it may turn into a warrant for you, at which point you can go to jail. If you can't make it to your court date for whatever reason, court's information is going to be down in this section here. There's their phone number. Give the court's a call ahead of time. Just work something out with the court system. Okay? So we got your copy to you. Do you have any questions?
I'm not going to touch you, officer.
There you go,
still,
sir.
Regardless of whether you pick
Any
that
other
up,
questions?
No questions.
you're still required, whether that flies away or not, you're still required to be in court.
Okay,
You're not allowed to drive the vehicle either.
Okay, so if I decide to go
You can
back
park it right
home,
here.
if I decide to go back home, I can't do that?
If I see you driving this car, I'm going to drop some more tickets on you.
And if that continues at one point or another, if this continues, the vehicle will be towed.
So you are free to park the car and walk, and travel along the roadway with your legs. But at this point, you don't have a valid driver license, you don't have a registered vehicle, and you don't have any proof of insurance. I'm not going to tell you you can go drive this car on the roadway and harm somebody. And
Well, I don't harm nobody. That's why I have no criminal
Again,
activity or criminal history.
That's fine. We're not going to create the possibility for that by allowing you to do that because it's against Colorado law.
Well, you're not, because I'm conscious and aware and present, and I know how to drive. I know how to travel correctly.
If you drive off right now, I'm just going to submit paperwork and drop more tickets on you. Okay?
So are y'all going to be, how long are y'all going to be waiting here?
A little while. I got paperwork to do.
Okay.
Okay? Do you have any other questions for me?
No questions. It's fucking pigs, bro. Can't believe I finally had a law enforcement encounter. Okay, they're still back there chatting right now. It's approximately been like 20-30 minutes since they pulled me over. You know, they assigned me the ticket right there. I didn't want to touch it. I told them I don't have an understanding of the charges. You know, they said that I cannot take off in my private property. So if they see me in this vehicle again, they're gonna give me more charges and could result in them towing my property. So right now I'm gonna wait until they leave. I'm probably gonna walk away a little bit, wait until they're gone for sure, and then come back to get my property. The day was gonna come, I was gonna get tested, y'all. The day was gonna come, I was gonna get tested, and here it is. The day has come, and the test has come. And, I mean, I did pretty well. I'm still free. I'm still free, I'm still alive. I'm still me. I'm not in a box, they didn't take my property, so, I mean, at the end of the day, what more can I ask for? They took my private plates, so I'm gonna have to order more. There goes the neighbor.